Hello. So it has been a while since I uploaded the last video. I just received my top rated badge in Upwork, which is pretty cool. Now I'm just going to apply to some work and see if I get something. So here I have this Upwork text document where I put all texts when I apply to some different job. I try to save it to save a small template in here to use it later on because I really don't like to to apply with a really elaborate application or proposal because sometimes they just don't see it. So I just prefer to invite the clients to visit my profile, which is pretty cool, and all the information is in here. So most of the time, I think when they see that my text is a little short, it got their attention. They visit my profile, they like it, and they follow up. So what I try to do is to daily, if I have some time to do some freelance work, which I do right now, then I try to apply to a couple of jobs to see if anything interesting comes up. So here So here we have their start to the marketing agency in LA. I'm in Tijuana, so it's pretty cool. It's pretty basic, all the stuff they work on. This is amazing timing here is the same that I usually work. The pay is good, I think. Well, that's from Mexico, that's okay. And all the basic stuff that they ask for. So they ask for this kind of stuff, but I said most of the time my profile works as a curriculum, so I'm going to include it even then. I also have it in line. So here just a quick copy, then we paste it and we're done. I have been doing Upwork job for a lot of time. I have a pretty good amount of revenue already, 70 grand, and I have a lot of clients. They get you, you like them, and then they will ask you to follow up outside of Upwork sometimes, which is I don't know if it's totally against the politics, but sometimes like these kind of clients they have like their own human resources stuff. Like it's not always small clients in Upwork. Okay, to manage $1,000 a month is probably not really good, but I'm going to apply still. Perhaps it's like $200 a month what we can charge him, but I think it's gonna be less, maybe 1 hour a week, around $120 probably. So here, we have the text. We just get it, and then we'll use this as cover letter. Hey man, hey man. probably like 3K a month is going to be like the same stuff, the same amount of work. So here, around 1 2 hours a week. I'm going to make an adjustment on the bid because, well, you can see clearly that this kind of client is not going to pay the $78. It's just not going to be consistent with what I said over here. I'm pretty good at making that amount of money too. Doesn't matter. I have been doing for a couple of house printers in the past. Was in Nevada, I think, but I'm not going to mention it. Oh, see. Was for Nevada. Have you an account already? That's what I'm going to ask to question him about. It's not really necessary. Tough. So here is another one, digital account manager. What I did, like to look for these jobs, is to just go in here, search, and then when I go, I normally use Google Ads as reference, and then use a filter by expert. You know, because people like asking for entry and intermediate are not going to pay the $80 that I'm looking for. This is so. Here's another good one. Seems like they pay a good amount of money per hour, so I'm going to apply for it. Just using the basic template that I have. So here's the general profile, and then I'm going to feed their $60, then apply. Easy, right? This one is the one that looks pretty interesting. Like the client has spent $100,000. That's a pretty good amount of money. When they spend that much, it's a pretty good client that is worth having long term, like they say over here. We are in early scale phase, fully engaged role, CEO Sam, we are based out of Canada, this is in the setting community report. Okay, so I'm going to apply. Oh, I don't know, I have this other profile in here. Yeah, 68. Extensive experience in this. To be part of a growing team. Skills you. digital marketing for the last 3 years. So most of my experience, I have I have created and optimized campaigns. Web campaigns and websites for several clients in the past. Just like that. It took me 5 to 10 minutes and I applied to a couple of jobs. It's not like a lot of people respond. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't because my price is kind of high. I do recommend if you are just starting with Upwork, just take it easy. Start with a lower bid. I have it actually this high because otherwise, if I have it in $10 or $20, I get a lot of invitations from people. So I recommend that if you are just building your profile. Here you can see that I have pretty good feedback. I think I had this one, which is negative, just two. But those are the only ones that I have, like in my whole history in a work. Everything is almost perfect. So yeah, if you have any question or something, just feel free to reach out, and I will answer anything in the comment section. I will be doing these videos more often now. This is just for you to get an idea of how to apply in Upwork and how this works. And yeah, I'll be probably doing more similar stuff in the future. But yeah, thank you and bye bye.